Hey guys, Desolate Magic here, and I wanted to quickly cover the top 10 most valuable cards in Dominaria United because the rumor is it's not selling very well, but my gosh, for these prices, let's just say I have a slightly different version of that story. So let's just set the tone with Plaza of Heroes in 10th place for $10. Now remember, a $10 card, nothing special except, oh wait, this is a standard set. The packs are like $4 and change. So really any card above $4 you've already broken even-ish. So this comes in untapped, it taps for colorless, and you can tap for mana of any color, but only if you use it to cast a legendary spell. But then after something legendary is in play, it just straight up taps for any mana that is in the color identity of that card. And then you've got the pay 3, tap it and exile it. Target legendary creature gets hexproof and indestructible till end of turn. Okay, that is a utility land. $10 seems about right. I mean, it's pretty good. I thought maybe like $6 would be more appropriate, but we'll see where it settles. You never know. But right now it's $10. In 10th place, so what I'm thinking is the set didn't sell very well, but people still want the singles from it. Because remember, Commander people aren't going to open packs, and this whole dang set is for Commander. I don't care if they put Standard on the box, this is basically Commander Horizons. Or Legends, or what's the difference? So next up we've got Karn Silex. Now, it's a mythic. Okay, mythics are expensive, I get it. The last one was a rare in case you weren't paying attention. It's a 3-drop, it makes stuff go kaboom. Yeah, people play it. I mean, duh. So it's $12. You know, not bad. After that, we got Return to Monkey with Silverback Elder, another mythic. It's whenever you cast a creature spell, choose one of the following. You can repeat it on repeated triggers, and it's not once per turn. I mean, 5-cost Triple Devotion, I'm surprised it's only $13. And actually, it's a 3-way tie. The next $13 card we've got is Vesuvian Diplomancy. I keep calling it Vesuvian Diplomancy, so you know what? That's the new name of it. Anyway, it's a 4-drop enchantment, non-legendary, and it clone stuff, real simple. So it's whenever you cast a spell that targets only a single artifact or creature you control. It's a little narrow, but still, you create a copy of that artifact or creature, except it's not legendary. So legendary rule bypass, it's not until end of turn. The only thing it doesn't have going for it is it's blue. You don't tend to target your own stuff with blue. But it doesn't say blue spell, so you splash anything else, especially white, you'll just win. So yeah, $13, it seems about right. I don't think that price is going anywhere. And then we've got Shivan Devastator, which people are actually playing in actual standard. Once again, $13. Flying Haste, red plus X, and it enters the battlefield with X, 1/1 counters on it. The end. Simple. It's a flying endless 1/1 with haste. Yes, shockingly enough, that's worth a mountain of money. Who would have thought? Now this next one, this surprises me a little bit. It's Leyline Binding. It's a 6-cost white enchantment for $15. And it's a rare. I have not seen a single person play this card in Standard. But my gosh, are people playing this in Commander, I guess. A lot of people play 5-color Commander. Even 3-color, I could kind of see it. I mean, it's Domain. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each basic land type among lands you control. 3-color landfall is huge. 4 colors actually played 2. I mean, 5, you could play 5 if anything. And then when it enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent. So anything in play that isn't a land that an opponent controls until this leaves the battlefield. So yeah, you can get this down to 1. I guess if you're dropping in lands left and right, you wouldn't really need this to cost 1. But I mean, if a removal costs you, just a tiny portion of your mana, you've got it freed up to do other things. So geez, $15 for a common. This must be in like everything. There's no way that could possibly hold out. Now, I could see people playing that in Modern too. I could actually check where people play it, but I don't care. This is not about, formats and decks. This is about prices. I think the big standout here is it has flash, and very little in white has exiling power, at instant speed. So that's really big, but I didn't think it would be this big. But yeah, I mean, if people don't open much of this product because it's not selling very well, then that does drive up the singles price because there's less to go around. I mean, it's just that simple. But let's take a look at Timeless Lotus, the next one in order. It is $22, tied with the next one, actually. That's actually 4th place, by the way. So yeah, it enters tapped, it costs 5, and it taps for 1 of each color. Probably goes in the same dang deck as Leyline Binding. I don't know, to me it's too slow, but if you're trying to do something crazy and cast like non-cost spells, sure, which, yeah, I mean, like I said, this is just a Commander set, basically. And it's all mythics from here on out, unsurprisingly, but it's Sarah Paragon. I mean, I thought the card was exceptionally good. I think I said I would think it's 10 to 15, well, it's sitting at 22. And, it just lets you cast stuff out of your graveyard once per turn. That's 3 or less. And then when it leaves the battlefield, specifically dies and goes to the graveyard. There is a difference. Exile it and you gain 2 life. Plus, she's an angel. If you're running an angel deck, you're running this card. The end. Yep, $22, and I'm glad I have a couple copies of this. I'm running it in 2 out of my 4 decks that I've built on Arena, which means it doesn't cost me $22. Next up in second place, we've got, and this is ridiculous, Sheldred the Apocalypse, $45. You want to see what's lined up to get banned? The answer is something other than this, probably, because they seem to have an invisible policy about banning things that just came out, especially expensive things that just came out. Well, everybody online is playing mono black, especially in Diamond League on up, and it's completely out of control, and more black cards are going to get printed, and spoiler alert, you already know what number 1 is, it's a mono black card. It's only a couple bucks more than this. I bet you could guess it. So yeah, it's a 4-drop, 4/5 with Death Touch, that's already insane, and then whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life, and whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life, and there's all kinds of ways to draw extra cards with, like, you know, sack and draw stuff. Right now, Zombies is still huge, Werewolves is still annoyingly popular. If they got rid of Avabrook, it would calm it down. But they've got a lot to fix right now in Standard, and this is one of them. I hate this card. I had to switch to a completely and utterly different deck concept because I'm not going to beat this stupid mono black deck with anything that I've played in the past. I built such a ridiculous, like, left field assassin deck, and I've been absolutely mopping the floor with people with that deck. But if I get something more mundane and traditional, it tends to not win. So it's kind of all or nothing who I get matched up against, and of course the matchmaking on Arena appears to be rigged. So I don't think that winning streak's going to hold out very long, but yeah, I'll show off the deck. Hit subscribe if you don't want to miss it. So obviously with how stupidly universally good and overpowered this card is for the cost, this is played in Standard, this is played in Modern, this is played in Commander. I wouldn't be surprised if it's in Legacy and Vintage. This is played in every format currently and some that haven't even been invented yet. I hate this card and they need to get it out of Standard, but honestly, they're probably just going to ban Meat Hook or preferably the 3/2 that keeps coming out of the graveyard, Mr. Boxy Boy. Honestly, mono black is so powerful that people stop playing Shakedown Heavy. And that's a 6/4 for, what, like 3? Also, they'll ban it really soon, right? Sure, right after they ban Arcane Bombardment, Helana and Elena, and Hullbreaker Horror too. Oh, that's too many, so they're just going to leave it for another year. Hopefully Rotation will fix it. Hey, Wizards, I got an idea. Actually, no, Hasbro, let's bring in everybody on this. Hasbro, look at your stock price and tell me you shouldn't ban like 10 cards right now. It is coming back to haunt you. The actions over the last 2 years are coming home to roost, and you need to do something about it now. I don't care if you piss off a bunch of net decking, overspending whale douchebags and have them stomp off and go play a different game, which most of them are lying about that they won't. For every one of them that leaves, 50 people will come back if you make Standard actually acceptable, and Dominaria United was about as darn close as you can get. But you know what would be great? Banning Liliana of the Veil, because what more is there to say? I want to play my damn deck. I want to play the cards that are in my hand. I want to play the deck that I put together and play tested when I go to play a match of Magic. I don't want to discard all of my cards and lose all my creatures while she gets big enough to absolutely blow my head off. So yeah, Liliana of the Veil, $48. She was previously, I think, over $100. They've tried to reprint her a couple times in recent Master sets in the last couple years. And now that they put her in a Standard set just to prop up the price because Dominaria United was a very low-powered set. Well, oops, I guess they forgot. That means she's Standard legal. Oops. Okay, spicy red hot take here. I don't care if anybody disagrees with me. If you want to put crap like this in the set, just bring Masterpieces back. Have Planeswalker Masterpieces. Expeditions were 21% of the total value of Battle for Zendikar, and everybody was fine with that. You know what that did? Okay, the cards weren't Standard legal, but they were in a Standard set. Ta-da, value, and all it did was make Standard 21% cheaper because people would open boxes until it's not profitable. So just do the math. Like, it's not even math, that's just how numbers work. So yeah, overpowered Praetors are expensive. Who would have thought? Mythics are expensive. Okay, to really tell how out of control this is, let's look at just the rares. I'm not even gonna say like what card it is because let's not focus on that. It's just, it's a rare, it's in a Standard set. How much is it? So, you know, the white removal, Leyline Binding, $16, of course. Then we've got, let's see, Plaza at 11. Could have sworn that was just 10. Did these go up while I'm making the video? Well, we got an Elf at $8.50. We've got one of the Phyrexian Worms at $8. Let's see, those are a couple mythics. We got a Merfolk at $7. You know, no surprise there. Goblin at $5.50. White removal at $4. It's not really removal. It's like a white counterspell, kind of. And then some blue wizard guy, $3.50. So it's a very low-powered set, and that did not take long to fall off. And honestly, even the lands, okay? We're talking Sulphurous Springs, $3. Wow. I mean, what if the next highest one is the Cruelty of Gix? That's $2.50. You won't even pay for the pack, and that's the Black Saga. And people are actually playing that in Standard. So it just goes to show Standard is dead, and a bunch of the money was put into, game-ruining format, warping reprints, and mythics. And overpowered villains because somebody named Mark at WotC thinks that has to be a thing. That the threat, the lore, the drama has to carry over into the card game, which it absolutely does not. So watch for my very interesting video coming up early next week about why Hasbro and WotC are doing so bad. Because there's multiple reasons and you probably don't know all of them, but this is not a symptom, this is an effect. We're already past symptom. This isn't a suspicion, okay? A $48 Planeswalker in Standard that's considered too powerful for Modern. That is what they're doing about this, to try to scrape together a couple pennies to make their third quarter not look like crap, which, got news for you. It does. Actually, I'm not even sure when that report is out. It might already be out, so watch for quarter 4 then. Jeez. I think mid-October is when it comes out, and if you got any valuable cards that you're thinking about changing for cash, you might want to do it before then. Not investment advice, just friendly business speculation. So watch for the other video going way more in-depth on this about what was banned and what wasn't, and statements they've made, and actions and acquisitions, the D&D movie, everything. It all comes together into a central narrative, and it's very, very worrying and interesting. But hey, for now, that's where I'll leave this topic. In case I didn't mention it in this take, the prices are going up in real time every time I refresh the page. So in the last 30 minutes, Sheldred has gone up to $48, which is weird because she wasn't in stock before at the vendor I'm looking at, and she's still not in stock now. So I'm not sure what changing the price really does, but sure. But hey, I gotta go watch an NFL game and probably by about 10 minutes and eat my feelings because my God, do the Packers need to get their crap together. But that's another topic for another video. I'll see you guys next time.